Well, Mitt Romney walks away with a Super Tuesday big win, but it was pretty close. Our political commentator and analyst, certainly of the Generation Y movement, Luke Vargas, is with me this morning. Good morning to you.
Morning, Greg.
You were out in Nashville. You were out in Knoxville. You spent time in Memphis. Santorum wins by close to 10 points, double digits. Any surprises?
Well, he wins almost every county in the state. Only,
really?
I think, a 2-point margin of victory just outside of Nashville, and Gingrich winning a small county just outside of Chattanooga. So almost across the state, Santorum posts up victories.
So basically what you're saying is that in Tennessee, he's got game.
He's got tons of game, and compare that to Ohio, where you see all these pockets of support. You see Romney support in the urban areas of Cleveland and in Cincinnati, and then in the rural areas, a wash of this Santorum support. So Tennessee reflected a much different picture. And
with Romney's win in Santorum, and again, as you're saying, it seems that Santorum is still biting at his heels. What does it say about Romney that our dear friend, Charlie Giroux said Santorum just can't close the deal?
Right. Well, Romney has all the money. Here in Tennessee, he outspent Rick Santorum 3-1, had the support of the governor, and I think he probably saw Tennessee as a state where he could do well compared to most of the South. It's a little more establishment than the states where the contest moves next, in Mississippi and Alabama. But yet, this perhaps relatively easier state for Mitt Romney to win was actually no easier for him to win.
What's interesting is we talked about Virginia. He wins Virginia. Virginia, many people saying this is the new South, that influence from Washington, D.C., but you're saying Santorum wasn't there either. Well, he couldn't be on the ballot.
Santorum or Newt Gingrich, who actually resides and was supposed to be voting in Virginia, weren't on the ballot. So the fact that Newt Gingrich, Mitt Romney only won a little bit less than 60%, Ron Paul getting about 41%, means that 41% of voters were just casting an oppositional vote in many cases.
Race moves now, stays in the South, moves to Mississippi and Alabama, where you'll continue to cover this and look for interesting stories and tidbits to tell our viewers. What are some of the things that automatically you're saying, look, I want to see how this plays out?
Mississippi and Alabama represent a huge challenge for Rick Santorum. He's going to have to go into those states and rip away Newt Gingrich's label as being the candidate of the South. Joseph Kyle was just in here and saying basically Gingrich could be the spoiler in this election. He might need to drop out in order to allow another candidate to rise up. I don't think that's the case. I think the pressure needs to be on the Santorum campaign. If this guy is strong enough to be the anti-Mitt Romney candidate that lasts and really challenges him throughout the summer, the pressure needs to be on Santorum and his supporters to make the case to Gingrich supporters to abandon their candidate and support Santorum instead.
Fascinating. So what you're saying that he's got to do big in Alabama and Mississippi, force Gingrich out, get his people to come to his camp.
Right. If he doesn't do that, there's no way Santorum can ever break out of a three-way race.
All right. That's why we bring the young blood in to give us some new ideas. And he wasn't tainted, Val, by Earl Farrell. All right.